What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another commentary style video. And this specific one will focus on a potential crash out from DSP. That's right. We might get a crash out tomorrow, folks. Apparently, if you follow gaming news, I mean, I followed a little bit of it. I'm not a connoisseur of gaming news like most people are that play video games, but I'm a casual advisor and I like to read articles. And I remember last year when during the Nintendo Direct when they announced the Virtual Boy, and of course I thought about DSP and how of course he was going to buy one because he's a consumer. But then I started thinking to myself, how are content creators that actually buy this, how are they going to use this to stream? I mean, it's very, for one, if you use it to stream, right? And I'm not even getting into the fact that you can actually stream it to your PC and to a capture card and then, you know, that whole process. I'm just talking about how would that work as a content creator, especially from the lens of DSP. He wouldn't be able to read chat. He wouldn't be able to do anything. He'd be sitting there basically blinded playing a video game. So would he play the game for about 5 minutes, stop, take off his headsets, and see if he received a contribution? I'm not sure exactly how that would work anyway, but I can see it as potentially just a nightmare for DSP, and that's saying if everything goes right, where he can actually unbox it, you know, connect it to his Switch, the Switch connected to his capture card, and he can stream it perfectly. That's assuming all that's okay. But besides that, I did start thinking about how exactly can you do a capture? Like, how can you capture the Virtual Boy? And the one thing I know is that I have a Switch too. Normally when you stream, you have to have it docked. Like, I know when I stream or, you know, just record footage or whatever, my Nintendo Switch 2 has to be docked, right? Because my dock is connected to my PC and so on. And I said to myself, well, you know, with this VR headset, I mean, with this Virtual Boy headset, you're not going to be able to dock it. Like, it's you can't play with it as a dock. That's not how it works. And sure enough, that's right. Broside Phil, big ups to Broside Phil. He found a nice little article that talked about some of the limitations, and just want to give him credit. And he did post it, and I saw this, I think it was yesterday where I saw it. And here's some information regarding the Nintendo Switch Virtual Boy. Based on the 2026 report, the Nintendo Switch Virtual Boy accessory requires the system to be taken out of its dock and placed in the viewer, preventing traditional TV mode gameplay and native streaming. The software likely displays a split screen for 3D, making direct, untransformed streaming difficult. Now, it's not saying it's impossible, but it's saying it makes it very difficult. And then it goes on and actually gives some more information. The docking restriction. The Virtual Boy games for Switch Online require the headset to be placed inside of the plastic or cardboard headset, meaning they can't be displayed in TV mode. Okay. Again, this is an issue. I'm not sure how Phil's going to be able to stream his content versus a Virtual Boy. The only way I can see him doing it is old style, where he puts the headset on, he turns on his Virtual Boy, he has it connected to the monitor somehow, or it's pointing it to the Switch 2 itself and recording. I'm not sure. Anyway, streaming issues, and this right here is pertinent to DSP, because the game relies on the headset for the 3D effect. Streaming directly from the console would likely show a distorted split screen image, making it for poor views. So again, this is just some extremely shitty content that even if Phil can manage to make this work, it's still going to look terrible on stream. The viewers are it's just going to look like garbage. And of course, you know, his viewers, a good amount of them are graphic whores. And can you imagine DSP trying to stream, you know, crappy ass, you know, this crappy ass, janky, distorted, split screen garbage? It's going to be a problem. I don't think the tips will be flowing because people will be very annoyed. And then it seems like there is a workaround here. So it says the workaround. While not supported by Nintendo, users may attempt to bypass the requirement to use the accessory, e.g. the covering sensor, to force a 2D mode, which could potentially be captured via a capture card. That's going to look like garbage, and that kind of takes away from the purpose of this. It's supposed to be that you get that 3D effect where it looks like you're actually in a virtual world. So, you know, not only are you getting crappy graphics, especially with that red tint or whatever it's supposed to be, you know, it's not even doing 3D. For that, just stream the fucking game off of your Switch and call it a day. It's so pointless. I mean, I understand what the Virtual Boy is, but I mean, if you're gonna do virtual, why not just get a get a meta, get one of those Meta 3, whatever the hell they're called, the where you can actually do real VR. There's workarounds for that where you can actually connect your Switch to it and actually live stream and stuff. It makes no sense. Again, it just seems like it's just a pointless nostalgic toy that you spent, I think, what was it, $100? And some of it, of course, is just a marketing gimmick, like always. But people like DSP can't help himself. He's the consummate consumer. And and I love this. I love that he talks so much shit about Nintendo being just slop and how they lost their way and they just put out garbage accessories and content. They don't care. But yet he is the first one to buy all this garbage, right? Let's not forget, he tried to buy 2 Nintendo Switches when they came out, and now he barely even bothers playing his Nintendo Switch. He plays one game like every 6 months. It's just ridiculous. Again, if someone who's technically savvy might be able to figure out a way around, a workaround, but we're talking about DSP here, the man who thinks that AMD chips are made specifically to overheat. So I don't know. I really don't know how he's going to make this work. I guess the price tag isn't bad. $100, I guess, but it's going to be a fucking paperweight. This is going to be shown once. He's going to do an unboxing. He might try to stream a game on it. It's going to be terrible. I mean, the other thing is tons of people that actually got their are complaining about nausea. It makes you nauseous. It makes you nauseous. A lot of people, and DSP here has talked about in the past that he's done VR, and the thing is, it does make him nauseous. So I don't even think we're going to be able to even get a full stream of this. People are going to be bitching and complaining. Phil's not going to be able to shout out donations. It's going to be a garbage view if he can actually get it to stream. No one's going to support. It's not going to be good. I mean, he might be able to get a video, an unboxing video, maybe. But again, Phil doesn't do, on demand content. He doesn't care. He doesn't put effort or whatever. Like, he might post it and get maybe 1,000 views or whatever. My feeling is he probably bought it knowing that he was going to have all these limitations, and he was just going to rant and rave about it and talk. He's just going to use it as an excuse to shit on Nintendo. I mean, that could be the reason why he bought it. And of course, he would think that maybe shitting all over Nintendo will get him an extra 1,000 views or whatever, what have you. But again, Phil, it's just more wasteful spending on garbage. Someone who begs all day, someone who complains that, his supporters don't give him enough money. And what does he do? He goes ahead and every single fucking nickel he gets, he wastes it on garbage, on just pure garbage. Like, I'm not going to buy this Virtual Boy shit because it's a niche thing. It's very limited. From what I gather, I think there's like only 2 or 3 games you could probably play on this. It's just not worth it. But again, because you are the ultimate consumer, Phil, you decided you needed to waste money and get this one. Now he'll say, well, it's part of my business, and it's a write-off and all this nonsense, man. Come on, Phil, man. This is just more garbage that's going to get dumped in your fucking closet, and it's going to stay there for 3 or 4 or 5 years. And then 5 years from now, you're going to do a closet clean out, Independence Day, whatever the fuck you call it. And it's going to be sitting there, and then you're going to whip it out and then throw it in the garbage. Again, more money just thrown on the garbage. Won't even bother trying to trade it in or do anything. He'll just throw it in the garbage, just like everything else. Good God. And then some other people commented that know a little bit more about the subject than I do. Right here, Dark Side Honking, Big Us brother. He said, Nintendo was open about this limitation since it was first out. Yep, they did. I remember when they did the FAQ and the discussion around after the Nintendo Direct, where they did talk about it because people were talking about like content creation, all that stuff, and they danced around it, but they admitted that it's not made for that. It's not made for streaming content. And he agrees with me. It's probably Phil got it just to do a rant, which we know he does. Misery Immersion, brother, shout out. He says, we wondered about this when you first got hyped for it. Yep. What better is that the games suck ass and no one wants to look at a red line? That's true. It's just annoying. It just hurts your eyes. It's not appealing. Only the most dented. Yeah, that's right. Kevin Stiles and Kevin Bernstein will support this playthrough for sure. Let's see. Alex here he stated on the podcast today that it has an HDMI out similar to the dock. I don't think that's going to work, and I don't think that's case, I have no idea what he's talking about. Let's see. Broside said, "LOL. What does the Switch itself?" Okay, Phil. Yeah, but again, it's not. No, the Switch doesn't have that. The Switch doesn't. Hold on. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. The only way you can actually, the only thing that has an HDMI is the dock. Like, you can't take the Virtual Boy off the dock and stream with it. You can't. There's no way. So you need the dock. So again, I'm not sure how he's going to get around this dock restriction. And then someone posted a nice Sora video, which is always funny. Let's see here. Pumpkinhead said he still streams it in TV mode. The poor image quality will be the DSP. Yeah, but the problem is he won't be able to do it. I don't know how he's going to get around the docking restriction. I don't know. Maybe people that know a little bit more about this know more than I can, but I think the problem comes that he just can't dock it. Let's see. He can't stream it for money. It's a waste for him. Yeah, but he'll still bitch and complain about it. Let's see. D said, I seen a review of the stupid thing by someone, and I was grinning like the Grinch on what a stream this is going to be. Yeah. Closet warm. Yep. It's just going to go in the closet. It's not going to serve any need. And the thing too is, like, he won't even do a fucking raffle or giveaway. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't like something, it's a waste of money and it's just going to sit in your closet. I'm sure someone, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. I'm pretty sure one of his dents would love that shit. Do a giveaway or whatever. But he won't do that because he's a greedy bastard. Let's see, right? Ian said, might be an idea to remove, don't want to smarten him up. Oh, no, I mean, I'm pretty sure one of his dents, like Darziak or one of them that feed him information, told him already. So he's probably been spending the last couple of weeks trying to find a workaround, which would be the worst possible workaround, of course. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, research, and that's really it. But it's a good piece of information. Shout out to Broside Phil, who put this out there on Twitter. This was a good grab. And yeah, I thought the same thing. Like, I was just like, well, wait a minute. Like, there's, I said to myself, okay, is there going to be like a mini HDMI on the glasses where you can stream it to, connect it to a capture? No, there's not going to be any of that. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be connected from your glasses to your Nintendo Switch. I'm guessing via via Bluetooth or whatever, right? It's going to be connected that way, and then your Switch needs to be docked for you to capture it, right? I'm pretty sure that's the way it is, unless there's some way. I mean, I'm looking at my Switch now. Hold on a second. On the fly research. Hold on. Doody has his Switch right here. I just undocked it right now. Let's see here. Doody's doing research right now. It looks like to be a charge port. Hold on. Doody's looking. Doody's blind too. Okay, so there's a headfoot port. There are a bunch of vents and a power cord, and there looks like there's another. I believe this is a charge. Yeah, this is a charger. That's it. I'm looking at the bottom. There does look like potentially maybe an HDMI mini, but I'm not sure. This is actually what connects to the actual dock itself. But I'm not seeing an HDMI out anywhere on my Switch 2. So, not sure exactly what he's going to do, but there you go. Look at that. Doody's doing look, Doody got his virtual machine right here. Look. Can you hear it? Yes. And by the way, Doody hasn't played it since he played Donkey Kong. Anyway, well, that's the video, folks. It should be a nice little crash out. I'm hoping that Phil hasn't bothered researching really any of this, and he's going to sit there, unbox it, and then be like, wait a minute. Where's the HDMI out on the glasses? Which would be great. And we'll see, of course, an epic crash out. But anyway, big ups to Broside Phil publishing this. I appreciate it. Hope you guys like the video. And if he does crash out, of course, we'll cover it and we'll mock him and make fun of it. So stay tuned to tomorrow. Hopefully, we do get that little crash out, and it would be great it'll be great content to farm, of course. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.